It's the JaeTae Show. It's the JaeTae Show. It's the JaeTae Show. It's the JaeTae Show.
Season's greetings. God bless you to each of you. Welcome to the JaeTae Show. All right, y'all. We are so excited to be here this afternoon, preparing for tonight's premiere. And I certainly have some things that I look forward to sharing with you. I am still wrapped from being outside. I was discharged from the hospital this afternoon, and I just had to use the bathroom. Giving y'all too much, ain't I? All right, from the beginning. And so I went and I had to take off my coat, but I still have on my hat and my scarf. I was planning on going back out, but I need to shower first. It's been a long weekend. And so anyhow, thank God for feeling good or feeling better and moving better. And so JaeTae, you want to greet the people in opening words?
Thank y'all so much for tuning in today. It has been a long weekend. I don't think I've been asleep at all this whole weekend.
You've gotten some sleep, yeah, just some.
No.
Mm-hmm.
We are here and we're ready to go.
Y'all, I'm really trying to get her to go to sleep, but she's washing the cover on the bed and can't sleep. And then the couch covers are being washed, which that was needed. Need to wipe the other parts of the couch down. But anyway, we are recording a JaeTae show right now, and so we'll get to those things later. But she is so tired, and I feel for her because she truly does a lot. You know, that is a good place to start, is having people in your life who go above and beyond. I saw a post that said, and I reposted it, people who feel appreciated will go above and beyond what is expected. But I have learned that there are those of us who go above and beyond and what is expected, whether we feel appreciated or not, because it's just in us to give it our all, to give it our best. And I do recognize that in Tae of the JaeTae show. And you just don't see that very often in friendship, in work, in service. We were in our church meeting the other day, and as much as she already does around the church, even the pastor had to rebuke her because she raised her hand to take on another ministry as a leader, and she's already leading 2 or 3 spots. And so it's just, it's something about what was said in that meeting it's got to be in your heart. And when it is in your heart, it's just like today, it was hard for me. It was hard for me to tune into my church service and see the organ not being played by anyone, to know that that's my spot and I'm not in it. That was very hard to accept. But one of the things that I talked about, and I'm going to use that particular live video on Facebook for my J Bass Today show this week, and you could hear me go into detail about this. But it really takes you having spiritual and mental fortitude to be able to keep going in spite of the physical challenges and the things that you see. It really does. We have one of our main go-tos, one of our main cliches that we go to is "this too shall pass." That's something that JaeTae and I will say in the midst of something that's trying us, just to encourage one another, because when we say it, it triggers something in our mind that, you know what, that she's right, he's right. because I've been through something like this before and I made it. And so that's that part of that mental, that spiritual knowing, being able to recall the word of God in the times that we need it, despite how we're feeling or how things are looking. And that is really so important. I tell you, I just wanted to, especially since my car was there, but I wouldn't have had any help getting all my stuff together to get down there. I just wanted to go ahead and just walk out of the hospital to go AMA, but I would have missed my prescriptions and antibiotics that they sent me home with, and so I had to be obedient and was released at the end of church. It was like God said, "You're not going today," and that's final. And I had to endure that cost of my yes. And Shantae, I really want to talk about that today. I've been thinking about the cost of a yes. Okay, you have anything from what I've just shared?
One thing I have is that when you said about this too shall pass, when you say it makes it real. It's like kind of don't believe something until you say it, feel it, hear. You know what I'm saying? So even though you know it, it's like in this time you have to have that reminder that it will pass. That I was talking about the weather. Few days, the windstorm, the whatever, not windstorm, the windstorm gonna be over, and we're gonna be back to complaining that it's hot. And the rain gonna be gone. It's just things pass, and you just have to go with it when they come. That's the truth.
Yeah. And that has been something on my mind too, is we're on the earth. We know that the weather is going to change. Things it's going to rain. The sun is going to beam down on us at times. It's just going to change. And so, we spend a lot of time talking about the weather, but I just some things just are part of life, and things passing is part of life. Nothing on this earth remains the same. You can look at a rock over time and it has changed. Things change, everything changes. And so we just have to adjust with it. I think about the health challenges. We see, I said this in my other video, that we see our elders getting older and the things that they're going through, and we think that's not going to be me. But life will show you that anything is possible for anybody. Yeah, your age does not your age does not matter. Girl, now you said that your age does not matter, because that we just saw a little girl with cancer and how it affected her family, and it just doesn't have an age limit. But sometimes when you grow up and you're healthy the entire time, and you're seeing people with their walkers and canes, you never think that would be you until you're sitting in a doctor's office and the doctor suggests maybe you should get you a walker, and you're only 42, and you begin to tear up and cry because this is where your life is at this stage of life. And so you just never know where your life will go. But if you have something to hold on to, and that's why it is, I believe wholeheartedly that the Word of God is so important, because it gives us something to hold on to, no matter where we are, no matter how we're feeling. We have something that we can hold on to in those rough times. And someone, more importantly, we have someone. The something is the Word, and we know Jesus said He is the Word. He's the truth and the life. He's the living Word. And to be able to trust Him, trust has been our big word, in these hard times really means a lot. And I was thinking about the cost of a yes on the way home. This is the first time I thought about it. But I said yes to God. And I told him that he could use me how he wanted to use me, and that I'm available for his use. I set myself up for my situation that I'm in now. You know, many people may not agree with that, but I said yes to the Lord. And that means that I should know, and I should have it in my spirit that it ought to be one of the things that I'm able to go to in my heart and in my mind. Golly, I'm trying not to get worked up on this broadcast, but I should be able to know that if he has allowed me to go through this, that first and foremost, he is with me. He is with me, and that he will carry me through, that I can be assured of that. Because if he's with me, you know, as soon as I say carry me through, what came to mind is the story of the footprints in the sand. And surely it is God who is carrying me in this moment now. It's God who's carrying many of us. I'm thinking about you, JaeTae, and being tired and yet moving around, yet washing clothes and doing. God is carrying us. He knows how we feel. He knows how tired we are, but yet he is carrying us and making sure that we get to our destination. Oh, what a blessing. What a blessing. And you know, I think about that our destination is our purpose being fulfilled. And then the ultimate destination is heaven, and getting to hear him say, servant, well done. Golly, if I can serve him well enough to hear him say those words, oh, Lord have mercy. What an honor it would be. And I think about the cloud of witnesses who are watching over us now, the saints who have gone on, who have endured this hard race, this very trying and challenging race that is set before us. But you know, again, and I finish with this, having God's word, having these spiritual and mental things that we can set in place. These some are cliches. Even being able to pray the serenity prayer. Something that simple makes a difference, because then I can readjust what I'm doing. I can take a look at and examine is this something I can handle? Is it not? And then I love that it has the third line, but God, I need the wisdom to know the difference. I pray for the spiritual wisdom to know the difference, because if God helps me to know it, I will know it. So God bless you all. I'm going to turn it over to JaeTae. I know we do have some announcements. We have some things coming up. I do want to say that we do still have our Rock the Block. Hey, rock the block. Hey, come on, rock the block. We still have our Rock the Block fundraiser going on, and would love for you to be a part. We already have some people who have bought up some blocks and or sponsored some blocks, and so we want to fill that up. I still need to write in and fill in the poster board from the JVM keys and get that out. But I am so grateful to those of you who have been supporting our fundraisers. We will be coming up with another one soon. In fact, I'm pretty sure we're going to do another 50-50. It hasn't been as successful as it has been in previous times, but that doesn't mean we quit. Yeah. That is one that can continue and will continue. And so we're looking into some other things to do, and we will certainly keep you abreast. All right, JaeTae, what's going on the 25th?
Wait, before we get to the 25th.
Okay.
I was I don't know if you could you see that I took my screen off? Oh, okay. I was thinking about last time I was on TikTok, and there's a song that Maverick City had called Refiner, right? And these girls was at a Maverick City concert, and the song lyrics, it says that you want to be tried by fire, you know what I'm saying? You want God to use you and all this and all that. And then when they get to one part of the song, they stop singing. And I was like, I wonder why they stopped singing. So I started looking in the comments. And now it's like a prayer because you're asking God to clean your hands, purify your heart. You want to burn for him to take your life as a sacrifice. But then at the end of the song, I'm looking at the lyrics. It says, wait, I want to be tried by fire, purified. You take whatever you desire. Lord, here's my life.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
And so the girl stopped singing. And so the friend was like, why'd you stop singing on that part? And she was like, because I got to be careful what I say, because I know if I say that, then I'm gonna really be tried. Seriously. She's like, the last time I remember I sung this at the Maverick City.
Oh my God.
She's like, I said, I'm gonna take my life, but I wasn't meaning like that. And it made me think about what you said, like the prayers that we pray, we got to know it's gonna come behind something.
We got to
and
know.
Just lyrics, which is literally, we know that this ministry, but to some people it's just lyrics, and it made me Google the lyrics. What made me, I was like, because we just sing these songs and we don't really know what you're saying, but you have to know that when you sing those songs, you're making a declaration too.
That's right.
So I literally have to go. I'm gonna have to go back and find the TikTok and comment on it and say, "Girl, now I know why you stopped cutting because you got to be careful." But on the 25th is
well, wait, you can't rush past that.
Oh,
because that isn't that something? Even the lyrics of a song, and what you bringing up song, it's something about how we sing songs, especially in church, so haphazardly, and don't even recognize something like that. And it also makes me think of the fact that today multiple people have brought up J Bass originals to encourage me. And I was thinking about how many songs of encouragement God has used me to write. And the J Bass Today Show motto is, I am encouraged to encourage. And so God had to encourage me so that I could write those songs of encouragement for you. But then the thing is, it doubled back, it boomeranged when I needed it. And it's done that multiple times. It's come back just when I needed it. Don't give up. God's got you covered. God has a purpose. You've got to be able to see. Those are things you've got to have down on the inside. I'm sure there are others, but those are the ones that came up today. And I'm just like, it's something about the songs we sing. Yeah. And even, I was listening to the whole J Bass songbook playlist, and I'll Serve Him came on. And I think that's kind of what sparked the thought of the cost of a yes, because I started to think, I made this declaration, and sometimes the way that you're called to serve is just like going into the army. When you go in, they say you are not your own. You go and you do what they want you to do. And so it's almost as if I'm going through and doing what it is the Lord would have me to do in this season. And that's where we all should be, because we are in the Lord's army. And this is it's not an easy I'm trying to think of what easy battalion to be a part of, but the rewards, the spiritual fortitude, all of those, and the what Psalm 103 benefits, those things are so important and so precious. And so thank you, JaeTae, for sharing the information about their TikTok, because some people would keep singing, and this girl had enough wisdom to say, wait a minute, no more trying. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So God won't try.
And that's and truly, even though it's a corporate worship and everybody's singing, you are singing and making that declaration independently. Oh, girl.
And it's just something about Maverick City concerts. It's like everybody is like, just like up singing, and you can just see her. I mean, she just stops and she looking around like,
y'all go ahead, y'all go on with that.
Like, I ain't singing this part.
Okay.
I'm like, what is happening?
Oh, God.
But like you say, and then I think it's too, is that we get used to singing these songs in church, and it's like, are you really on the battlefield till you die?
I was thinking about that too. Will
like,
you really trust until you die?
Because you don't always trust. I mean, we're human. Come on now. But yeah. But okay, announcements. 25th is our What's Next conference.
What's Next conference?
So not this weekend coming up, but the next weekend. Join us from 12 to 3 or 12 to around there at 14 Broad Street in Houston at the Thrive Church for our conference. I had a memory come up about Shattered, the Cost of a Yes was this time last year.
Wow.
Not the Cost of the Yes. Shattered, Lord Bring Me Back Together Again was this time last year. And so that's crazy because I said that was going to be my last conference ever. And then here, a year later, it's the second conference.
The second one. Okay. Wow.
But join us if you have not registered, which I know you haven't because you only have one registrant. Go on in Zelle or Cash App today. 40999.
Zelle is 409-996-8791. Cash App is $J-Bass Ministries. That's $JBASSMINISTRIES.
VIP is $50. That comes with a t-shirt and a bag. And then regular registration is $20. So listen, don't miss this conference because I think we all have the question right now to God is what's next? What's next? Literally. That question can go so far, but what's next?
I do want to say, people hear the registration and they think that we will turn a profit, but we spend so much more than what comes in. And so I don't want you all to think that we're doing this to raise money. I've said this before and I broadcast it. I'll say it again, that it's in our heart to see our brothers and sisters thrive as we go into the Thrive Church. We, in fact, our motto at the church for this year is from surviving to thriving. And truly, we want to thrive, and not. I believe if you do it spiritually, then it'll happen naturally. But more importantly, we want to thrive spiritually, and so whatever we can do, as God gives us these ideas of conference ideas, we will continue. And with all the other things that we have going on, especially me with working on my music and trying to get it all recorded, I really shouldn't be putting money into a conference, especially when you've had been announcing it for all this time and only one person has registered. But if it's just us and that one person and our panelists, that one person is going to leave blessed and knowing and with a strategy for what's next. And I wholeheartedly believe that. And so if you want to be in a number, we certainly welcome you to join us.
Truly, we do. Next, after the 25th, will be February 1st. It was supposed to be, Jay wasn't supposed to know all the details, but Facebook does not let me be great for some reason. And I was thinking, there was one time you tried to block me on Facebook. Remember, it wouldn't let you?
I tried to block you?
Unfriend me or something that would let you unfriend me on Facebook. Do you remember that? No? Okay, but I tried to block Jay on Facebook.
Why was I trying to unfriend?
I don't know, something. It was something, but it wouldn't let you.
Oh.
And I tried to block him, and I went to my block list, and I see all these people in there that I want to remain blocked. and his name was on there, but he still was on my timeline for some reason. So I'm not sure how or why, but February
Oh,
1st.
maybe because we were still friends. Did you unfriend the other? I just thought about that.
Oh,
Did you unfriend the other people that you blocked?
yeah.
That may be it then.
Okay, so for those of you that ever want to block somebody on Facebook, this is just a public service announcement. Unfriend them, unfollow, and then block because I did
All
not
the above.
understand.
JaeTae, my stomach is hurt so bad. Please don't make me laugh. Oh my God.
Then we all have to do one block. So listen.
Oh
And
God.
I was gonna do like the 30-day notice thing, but I knew that he probably still would be able to see. But anyway, all this is leading to the J Bass 2025 appreciation service at New Vision Baptist Church, 2311 24th Street. I feel like that this service is needed because Jay goes and does and do and be and all of that for all of y'all, all these funerals and services y'all call for, and memorial services and picnics and all this stuff. And somebody called for Mexican quinceañera the other week. So I mean, it's just thing after thing after thing. So I feel like as much as a person pour out, they should get poured into too. And I don't believe in having. I'm not saying Jay is dying, but I'm saying this is just an example. People die, they have no idea why you up there giving a 2-minute resolution.
It's like where we're going with this.
These at funerals.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad my grandfather was like, don't put that on my funeral because why are you giving 2 minutes resolution? If a person know you, then they know you.
Yeah.
There's no need for you to get up there and encourage your family and say, if you need me, call me, or he was a good person. Let me tell you this funny story. I don't get it. So in order for a person to know how you truly feel is for them to show you, it made me think about why I do what I do for people. It's so that they can know that I'm not just a lip service. I'm not just gonna say, well, I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna put action behind it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
You say you love him, you say you support. He's your favorite minister of music. He's, your to go to person, and you'll show up on February 1st at 6 p.m. and celebrate Jay. That's an announcement I have.
Well, I also have a final announcement, which will take place June 13th at West Point Baptist Church in Galveston, Texas, which is the graduation celebration. Y'all, I registered for my last classes last week, and I am so excited. I'm so grateful. I was concerned about being in the hospital on the first day, which I have Tuesday and Thursday classes only. So 2 days of class a week. So that is a blessing. I may actually be able to pursue another degree all at the same time with my coaching practice. And so I'm looking forward to the first day of school, but this will be the last semester if God says the same. And we are celebrating, and we're looking for all graduates in the Galveston County area who are interested to be a part. And really, it beyond, if you hear this and you are not in the Galveston County area, but you graduated in fall of 24 or spring of 25, you are more than welcome to join us so that we can celebrate together and that we can celebrate you. We look forward to a good time. There are some ideas and things that we have for the graduates that I truly believe are going to be a blessing as we go in and then come out with things that we will be able to share with our loved ones of what we have experienced. And so that is again on June 13th, and I believe we're starting at 7 p.m. And we look forward to hearing from you. We do have sponsorships, we have souvenir book ads, and for graduates, I do have forms for you to fill out and we will need 5 pictures from you. One must be a graduation picture because we will be doing a 5-minute video for you with the information that you have shared. That's one of the perks of being a part of this wonderful event. And so it's nothing but a celebration. The only ones who are really giving are those who get sponsorships or secure ads, and you want to do both. And so God bless you all. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the JaeTae Show. I tell you, I've been encouraged as we have had conversations about life, and I pray that you have too.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. See you next week.
It's the JaeTae